Hey peeps, what's up? Munchie here, back with another video. And in this video, we're going to do a review of the Ringke Fusion X Case for the iPhone 14 Pro. So this here is the case itself. Now do note that the sides here are PPU and the back here is polycarbonate. You do have two films on either side which you have to take off using these tabs. And once you have done that, inserting your phone into the case is as easy as lining it up and then pushing it into place. And bam, here it is. You can see that we have successfully installed this Ringke Fusion X case onto our iPhone 14 Pro. On the bottom, you have the cutout for your lightning port and your speakers. Everything lines up pretty good. On this side, you have a hole for the lanyard, and you also have some texture for grip, and you have the same texture and the same lanyard hole on the other side as well. Then you have your volume rockers. Now, super important thing to note over here about the volume rockers is that the volume up has three dots, and if you're taking your phone out of the pocket and you feel the buttons, they are pretty distinctive. So volume up has those three dots, volume down does not have the three dots. The cutout for the button to change the ringer modes also is pretty good, and the accessibility is pretty easy as well. Then on the top, nothing. On the other side, you have some FX text over here, and then this is your power button, which is textured as well, and it is super clicky. The tactile feedback is pretty good. Again, some grip here and the lanyard holes. Now if I'm holding the iPhone 14 Pro with the Ringke Fusion X case installed, I do get the feeling of grip, and the fact that the phone will not slide out of my hand is a comforting feeling. Then let us have a look at the camera lens protection, because you do have three cameras on the back of the iPhone 14 Pro, and there it is. You can see that there is a decent amount of lip action going around the camera lenses, which means if you have to place your phone like this, there will be no issues with respect to your camera lenses getting scratched. Another thing you need to note is that you have these raised edges on all four sides. What this is going to ensure is that if you place your phone on the table like this, then this polycarbonate back over here is not going to get scratched either, and you do have some curves going on over here as well. Then let us have a look at the lip action for the front. Now do note I do have a screen protector installed, not perfectly, but it is there, and as you can see, there is a decent amount of lip action on the front. So even if you do not have a screen protector installed, you place your iPhone 14 Pro on the table like this, the Ringke Fusion X case is going to protect your screen. And again, you will see that on the edges, on all four edges, you have a raised lip, which again provides extra protection to the display on your iPhone 14 Pro. And yes, before you ask me, hey Manchi, what about the cutout for your speaker on the top? The case does have a cutout for the speaker on top of the iPhone 14 Pro. And before I forget, you also have some Ringke branding here at the bottom. It is pretty subtle. Now, unfortunately, on the Fusion X, you do not have your magnets or your Magsafe, but we can always check whether the wireless charging is going to work or not. So what is the final take on this Ringke Fusion X case for the iPhone 14 Pro? Well, in my opinion, this is a pretty good case for your iPhone 14 Pro. Decent amount of protection for the back, for the front. You have awesome grip. The design looks pretty good. Wireless charging does work. The lack of MagSafe magnets could be a bummer, but the case is definitely screen protector friendly. The buttons are clicky, tactile feedback, all the cutouts line up. So all in all, a pretty great case for your iPhone 14 Pro.